Hey everybody, I'm back. So sorry about that. Something came up and I had to step away. But I am back. Um, let's see. Where was I at? Okay. Cinderella Tournament. Oh yeah, Hanan and Tomoka Inaba. So as hard as much as it would be cool to see Tomoka Inaba beat Hanan, I just because of the fact that I don't even see her winning this tournament because she's not signed to Stardom, I just can't see. I don't know. Hanan being last year's winner, I don't see her being dethroned in the first round. So that's the only thing with that. Um, but it should be a good matchup. That could potentially be the first round matchup, the top one of the entire first round. So we'll see what happens. But I do think Hanan is probably going to advance. So, okay. This next matchup is very, very interesting. So you got Miyu Amasaki versus Lady C. This one's kind of tough because I could see either one. I could see either one winning. Part of me wants Lady C to advance, but I don't know. Miyu Amasaki was just recently Future of Stardom champion, so I don't know about this one. A big part of me will be rooting for Lady C, but I don't know. I really don't know. I I really don't know. I just think I'll be pulling for Lady C, but something tells me that probably Miyu Amasaki is gonna advance. But I'll be rooting for Lady C to advance to the quarterfinals. Okay, we got next we got Rina versus Yuria Hime, which I think this is another easy pick. I think Rina advances, so easy pick there. And then you've got the current future of Stardom champion Hina versus Taibata from CMLL. So I think that's another easy one. I think Hina picks up the victory and advances to the next round, which would mean she would take on her sister Rina. Glenn Davis, welcome back. I want to like Lady C, but somehow she just doesn't do it for me. That's all cool. I mean, not a lot of, there's some that aren't fans of her. Her booking hasn't really been the greatest in her Stardom career. So, nah, that's understandable. But she's only one of very few big girls left in Stardom. Big as in tall. So, it makes her stand out. Makes her stand out. So yeah, my first round picks. My first round picks are Sayaka Kurara, Rana Yagami, Hanako, Azusa Inaba, Hanan, Lady C, Rina, and Hina. Glenn says, don't know anything about the CMLL wrestler. Maybe she'll be the big surprise of the tournament. I don't know. Would be kind of weird seeing her dethrone Hina in the first round of the tournament, considering Hina just became Future of Stardom champion. Like, that'll just look weird. But, I mean... But, you know, you never know. The only information I found on Tabata, she was a Occidente Women's Tag Team Champion with Hatana. Only 1 year of in-ring experience. From Mexico City, Mexico. But yeah, apparently a young and improving luchadora in CMLL. That's all I really was able to pull up on her. But hey, it'll be my first time seeing her in action, so be interesting to see what she can do. So overall, this is what I'm thinking. You know, who do I think has the best chance of winning this tournament? So let's see. Starting from the left. Sayaka Kurara. Yeah, with how much of a focus and how much she's been built through storyline, you know, Sayaka Kurara could potentially make a run and win this tournament. Ruaka, I don't see it. Akira Kuragane, nope. Rene Yagami, I think Rene Yagami has a chance, especially considering Rene Yagami competed in last year's Catch the Wave tournament, so she has some good tournament experience. Not to mention, don't forget, Rene Yagami competed in last year's 5-star Grand Prix, because remember, she was Ami Sorei's replacement. So, you know, with some tournament experience there in Stardom and outside of Stardom, Rene Yagami, you know, might not be a bad pick to win this tournament. So I think Rene Yagami has a good chance. Aya Sakura, nah. Hanako, I think, has a good chance. I think definitely Hanako has a good chance of winning this tournament. Azusa, no. Rion, no. Hanan, I think Hanan could get as far as maybe the semis, but to be honest, I don't see Hanan repeating. So, I don't see Hanan winning. Tomoka Inaba, it would be cool. It would be really cool, but I just don't see them having an outside talent win this tournament. I just don't see it. But I would love to be wrong. Miyu Amasaki. I mean, I think Miyu Amasaki could maybe be a finalist. Winning the whole thing? I don't know. I don't know about winning the whole thing, though. I mean, I could see her getting, you know, to maybe a semifinals or maybe even a finals, but I don't know if I could see Miyu winning. Lady C, I don't see Lady C winning. Rena, now Rena, I think definitely has a good chance to win. I mean, she already came very close to beating Starlight Kid. So, it is very possible that she could win another opportunity to make a wish for a shot at that white belt again against Starlight Kid. So, honestly, don't be surprised if Rena wins this tournament. She could definitely win this tournament. Yuria Hime, no. Hina, Hina might not. Hina might make it to the semis, but that's as far as I could see Hina going, is maybe the semis. And then Tabata, nah. Kane, welcome back. Says, if it's not Tomoka Inaba, my pick would be Rina. To be honest with you, I think one of these four will win the tournament. I think either Sayaka Kurara, Rena Yagami, Hanako, or Rina. I think one of those four ladies wins this tournament. Sayaka Kurara, Rena Yagami, Hanako, and Rina. I think one of those four. Wins the Cinderella tournament. I will say, with them going to this format, I mean, they did make it pretty dang on hard to pick a definitive winner out of this group. So I will give them credit on that. But tournament will be covered through 3 nights. And you know what? Not really the format that I was hoping for, especially with the rookies. And like I said, I was really hoping that Ami Sore would return for this tournament. And heck, my original top 3 were Ami Sore, Hazuki, and Koguma. But with them totally going to a different format, you know, that pretty much destroys that. And it makes me think, now it really makes me think, when the heck is Ami Sore making her in-ring return? I mean, I guess she must not be 100% cleared, because I would have honestly thought she would have made her return by now. I really do. Honestly thought she would have made her return by now. But I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, I was being optimistic that she may make the U.S. trip, but now I doubt it. I highly doubt it. And she was at the top of my list. Oh, I would love to meet Ami Sore badly, but I don't think she's making that trip. Don't think she's making that trip. Let's see. Oh, and they did also announce that Starlight Kid will be defending the Wonder of Stardom Championship at the Cinderella Tournament final show against Konami. So Konami's going to get a shot at the white belt. Should be a good match. Starlight Kid and Konami. That should be a good match. Glenn said, I expected Ami Sore to return by now. Maybe wrestling for 2 years with a knee injury really messed her up. I mean, was she crazy for doing that? Sure. But I mean, she did it. She just, when it comes down to it, she just wasn't 100%. But look what she's been able to do, not being at 100%. That says something. I'm just saying. That says something. And I mean, you know, an ACL and I believe a meniscus as well. I mean, that's not easy to heal from. That takes some time. I just figured with her training, her doing some in-ring training, and her, you know, doing the weight training, I honestly thought she was ready. Unless they're going to do something where they insert her back into the picture in a storyline. Now, that's something that they could do. I won't put it past them to do that. So, I mean, hey, they may just have an idea for a storyline that they can insert her back into. So I mean, hey, we just gotta be patient, I guess. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I will say though, lately it's been quite interesting with a lot of these retirement announcements and scenarios and stuff like that. Because I mean, let's think about it. I mean, this is John Cena's last year. This is Hiroshi Tanahashi's last year. Meiko Satomura retires end of April. Hikari Shimizu's getting ready to retire. In a couple of weeks. Let's see. Yuki Miyazaki will retire New Year's Day. Nanae Takahashi retires in May. Saori Namba is graduating from TJPW in June. I mean, dang, there's a lot of folks. There's a lot of folks. Let's see. Glenn says, I'm just saying, maybe it takes a while for her to be medically cleared. I mean, it's funny that that's the case then, but yet she's cleared to train in the ring and run the ropes and do her normal pro wrestling training. That's all I'm saying. Like, I would think, with her being able to do that, that's got to mean something. So it's like, what more has to be done if she's already training, hitting the ropes at full speed and all that? That's all I'm saying. She was the first person to join God's Eye. I could see some sort of friction between her and some of the newer members, as a storyline. Well, that's going to be really weird to establish, being that she's been out for a year. So, when I think about it, the only real sort of chemistry outside of Shuri and Mirai, because Mirai is no longer there. I mean, she did team up with Lady C, and now that Lady C is part of God's Eye, I mean, maybe they'll do something. They could maybe do something with those two, but I don't know. They would have to really get that growing in some way, shape, or form, and I think they would really want to do that after she returns, instead of trying to fire that in upon returning, because it just would be weird. It would be kind of weird to do it that way. But I could see maybe Lady C, or heck, maybe even Saki Kashima, with her being the coward of the group. But we'll see. But the sooner she returns, the happier I will be. But yeah. So just a lot of names out there, folks, getting ready to retire. Also, I was just thinking, we got Seriism Chapter 7 coming up in a few days. As a matter of fact, that is next Monday. Next Monday, the 10th. I'm under the impression that the winner between Sari and Shuri will probably end up getting the IWGP Women's World Championship title opportunity against Mayu at All-Star Grand Queendom. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen with that. But we shall see. Rena winning right after Hanan, who won it last year, could be a good story too. Yeah, especially with a lot of what Rena's been going through and just how she's been making history and whatnot. It would not be a surprise if Rena won the tournament. Would not be a surprise at all. But yeah, I got a feeling that the winner between Sari and Shuri will get Mayu at All-Star Grand Queendom. And I'm thinking whoever wins the Cinderella tournament will probably, maybe cash in on their wish for a title match at All-Star Grand Queendom. I mean, that would be cool to do. But, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what they do with that. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, and Momo Watanabe is going to be busy this upcoming weekend because remember she has a shot at the TBS Championship against Mercedes Monet. Kudos to her on her English. Her English was really good in her backstage segment with Mercedes and Billy Starks. I was like, okay. Glenn says, I'd like to see Shuri take the IWGP belt, but I think Sari is in a better position for it. To be honest, it could go either way. The funny thing is, the last time that Shuri and Sari faced each other, Shuri was 22 and Sari was 15 years old. And when they fought each other, Shuri won. So who knows? Maybe Sari gets revenge. I know that was many years ago. Many years ago. But hey, I think that could happen. I think Sari could get revenge. We'll see. But I definitely think we have a match of the year candidate on the way. So but I think as soon as Mayu loses that title, I think that's probably the end of the line for her. Kane says, I'd like Mayu to come back in the red belt picture one last time. Honestly, there's really not much more for her to do in Stardom. Let's just keep it real, y'all. Y'all might as well start preparing for the exit of Mayu Iwatani. Y'all might as well start preparing. I mean, she's already been a Grand Slam champion in Stardom. She's won a 5-star Grand Prix. She's won 2 Cinderella tournaments. She's won every title except for the Future of Stardom Championship. Y'all, there's nothing left for Mayu to do in Stardom. When you really look at it, other than reach 1,000 matches in Stardom alone. But aside from that, there's really no point after her losing the IWGP belt. I'm just saying. think what's going to end up happening is she's either going to retire or she's going to go to Marigold. I honestly think that's what's going to happen. And see, check this out. Check this out, y'all. According to Cage Match, she is sitting right now at 982 matches. So she only has 18 matches left before she reaches 1,000 matches in Stardom alone. She only has 18 matches left, y'all, before she hits 1,000 matches in Stardom. Once she does that, there's really nothing more left for her to do in Stardom. Let's just keep it real. I'm just saying. Glenn says, I'm prepared for Mayu to retire or join Marigold or show up in AEW. I highly doubt she goes to AEW. There really would be no point in her going to AEW. Like, they don't even book Joshi talent well. Especially not in a long while. I mean, no. Mayu ain't going to no AEW. No way. No way. I wish that things were better as far as, you know, a little bit more of a welcoming platform for Stardom talent to really get going in AEW. But being that they don't really book their current Joshi talent well, it's hard for me to believe that they would do the same with Stardom talent. So far, the only one that's been the closest to that so far has been Mina Shirakawa, which she's now back in Stardom. She just returned. Kane says, well, there's the record-breaking third reign she had left, but I get what you mean. She already retired from the 5-star Grand Prix. Well, there's a chance Tam might be getting that come April 27th. Just saying. I hope not, but there's always that chance. There's always that chance. And yes, she did retire from the 5-star Grand Prix. So that's one signal. And I believe the next signal is when she loses the IWGP belt. Then it's definitely a reality. But I do think a big part of me is solid on the idea of either her retiring or going to Marigold. Because, I mean, she's only like, what, 31, 32 years old? I mean, she's not that old. So, I mean, she could definitely continue her career anywhere else. So, I mean, there's that. 32 years old. So, yeah, she's still young. She's still young. But it's really up to her. I just think it will be a very impressive feat for her to hit 1,000 matches in Stardom. We already know she's gone over 1,000 career matches, but to see her go over to hit 1,000 Stardom matches, That would be incredible. Okay. Now, I want to talk about this next subject. Iyo Sky. Okay. Iyo Sky, Monday Night Raw, dethroned Rhea Ripley to become the new WWE Women's World Champion. Now, this was the first time her holding this title, because remember, she held the other women's championship, which she got in a Money in the Bank cash-in. But this title victory, Iyo Sky makes history, becoming the first to be a Grand Slam champion in Stardom and in WWE. So I think maybe the first woman to become a Grand Slam champion in 2 or more promotions. It's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. Here's my problem with that, y'all. Here's my problem with that. Look, I said it once before, I'll say it again. I love Iyo Sky just like anybody else. I am a fan. But let's keep it real, y'all. Once again, yes, she won the match. She got the match, she won the match. Did she earn the title shot? No. Let's not forget, Rhea gave her another opportunity due to the fact that she accidentally interfered in her Elimination Chamber qualifying match, which, I mean, it is what it is. It still doesn't change the fact that Iyo had 2 opportunities to qualify, one for the Royal Rumble, one for Elimination Chamber, and she failed. You could say Rhea giving her this title shot was just out of the goodness of her heart, so to speak. So, did she really earn it? No. Secondly, there's a lot of questions and such, and a lot of buzz behind the little shoving match that Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley had outside the ring. Now, I'll say this. I do understand that the decision is at the discretion of the referee. I mean, heck, after watching so much pro wrestling in Japan, they use their discretion, and usually, even on chair strikes and such, they don't always call for the bell. Even when objects are used, they don't always call for the DQ bell. So, I get it. Now, in the States, it tends to be a little different. But I do agree. Usually, shoving doesn't cause a DQ. But I will say this. It is arguable, being that Bianca did shove Rhea Ripley into the ring apron, which is the hardest part of the ring. That did happen. So, if the ref would have called for the DQ right there, I would have understood. Because it wasn't just a shove or a push. She did push her into the hardest part of the ring, with being the ring apron. That y'all can't deny. Go back and look at it. I'm not saying that she was going to call for the DQ bell, but I would have understood if she did. Based on just that one particular shove. Not the rest of them, because the rest of them were just back and forth. That was meh. But yeah. And I think The third thing is the fact that I think they are inching their way towards them doing a triple threat match. Especially considering how Rhea is very distraught of how things went down. They're probably going to set that up. Which is a bummer because it really defeats the purpose behind the wrestler that earns the opportunity winning the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber, which Royal Rumble is one of the hardest matches you could ever win. Damien says, Iyo didn't earn it, but to be fair, there isn't that much women's in WWE in the main roster. Who is, bro? Have you looked at the roster? Damien, you might want to check back at the roster. That women's roster is loaded. You might want to look back at that. You might want to look back at that. Not to mention, like, that's not really the point. The point is, it's the fact that she got the title shot in the first place. Whereas in Bianca earned the shot, winning the Elimination Chamber. And my thing is, with what's been going on, this is going to potentially turn into a triple threat. And that's not how it should be, because it defeats the purpose of the one that earned the opportunity by winning the Royal Rumble and or the Elimination Chamber. So, just saying. Glenn says, maybe Iyo didn't really earn her shot. But to be honest, I'm just glad they didn't give it to Charlotte Flair. Glenn, she won the Royal Rumble. She's going to be at WrestleMania anyway because of the fact she won the Royal Rumble. Therefore, she earned her title shot by winning the Royal Rumble. So, I don't really see the point that you're making. Like, you say Charlotte Flair, but did she not just win the Royal Rumble? The only thing was she chose Tiffany instead of Rhea. So, I don't really see the point that you're trying to make there. But y'all, let's face facts. She didn't qualify to even get into the Elimination Chamber, nor did she win the Royal Rumble. I'm just saying. Storyline is fine and everything. And like I said, I'm not mad that she's champion. Iyo is great. If anything, I'm just happy that she finally won a singles title in the WWE by winning a singles match instead of a triple threat and a cash-in. That's my main ultimate win that I get from this, is the fact that at least Iyo won this match, won the title in a singles match. That, I'll give that to her. The match was great as well. And she has Rhea Ripley's number. I think she's like 3-0, 4-0, or something like that against Rhea Ripley. She has Rhea Ripley's number, for sure. So, I'll give that to her. At least they finally booked her to win the title in a singles match. So, that I can be happy with. That I can be happy with. And if it really is true, looks like her folks are gonna fly out to Vegas to see her compete at WrestleMania. So who knows? That means Mio Shirai, even though I did get to meet her in Japan. But who knows, Family. And I'm sure some of the Stardom talent are gonna want to attend WrestleMania. So, hey. But yeah, so I definitely expect the Stardom talent to show up and attend WrestleMania. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. We'll see. Damien says, not gonna lie, I kind of wish they gave Zelina Vega the title shot. I mean, she wouldn't have ended up winning. I'm sorry. And I like Zelina Vega. She's a nerd. She's great at cosplaying. But let's keep it real, Damien. She's not singles championship material. Tag team, sure. But let's keep it real. She's not singles championship material. Because if she was, she would have won one by now. I'm just saying. And she's been in the WWE since at least what, 2017? Yeah. I think she had a better chance of doing that in TNA. I think she had a much better chance of becoming a singles champion in TNA. But honestly, and maybe, who knows, maybe that will change now that we have some women's mid-card titles. Maybe perhaps that could change. But they need to start booking her like a threat for me to be able to take her seriously as a singles champ. Because right now, she is not singles champion material. Let's just keep it real. I'm just saying. I'm hoping she can get there. I mean, there's still time. And, you know, with there being mid-card titles, that helps. That helps kind of open the door a little bit wider for her. But I just honestly don't see her as singles champion material. I mean, heck, they don't even see Dakota Kai as singles championship material, apparently. So, you know, it sucks. Because like I said, I like Zelina Vega. But yeah, unfortunately, she's not singles championship material. But it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see now that Elimination Chamber's in the books, the road to WrestleMania. I mean, that's the next big show. I mean, you got Stand and Deliver as well, but you got WrestleMania. That's the next big show. Damien says, I get it, trust me. I hate how they're booking Ivy Nile. That's another one as well. It would have been nice to see her get a little bit more time in NXT, but yeah, she's another one. I mean, heck, it should tell you something, Damien. They haven't even made Shayna Baszler a singles champion on the main roster yet. That should tell you something. Just saying. But like I said, you know, it hasn't even been 6 months since these mid-card titles were made. So I'd say give it a year and really see what they decide to do with these mid-card titles. I mean, even though Chelsea Green's a pretty dang on good wrestler, she's being booked as a comedy wrestler. And yet she's the Women's United States Champion, which is kind of weird. Damien says, Dakota Kai would be a good pick to be a champ, but her injury history in WWE isn't helping her side either. Yeah, that's another one that's questionable, because yes, you're right, she does have an injury history. But even even when she was good and going strong, she had been in tag team purgatory. She'd been in tag team purgatory. I mean, it was at that point you rarely would see her in singles matches. I mean, she definitely did much more singles matches in NXT than on the main roster, but that's the weird thing about it. That's the really weird thing about it. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, and I really feel for Tegan Knox, but you know, hopefully wherever she decides to go, which she's got a few bookings in Europe, so I mean, there's that. But you know, I mean, one could say, you know, Asuka might be questionable as far as injury prone, but then again, there's not really much left for Asuka to do in the WWE anyways, so for her it's not too bad. But yeah, we'll see what happens, but yeah, just only thing I can say is I hope all the Iyo Sky fans are happy. I mean, yeah, she's women's champion again. She's a Grand Slam champion. I don't like all of exactly how it all happened, but it's happened. So it is what it is. Damien says, I wonder what WWE is going to do with Alba Fire now that Isla Dawn is not there anymore. Book her as a single star. You got to remember, this was the same Alba Fire that was a former NXT UK Women's Champion. Yeah, Alba Fire, aka Kaylee Ray. Yeah, she'll be just fine as a singles competitor. I mean, that's what she was rocking for so long before Isla Dawn even came into the picture. Just saying. Alba Fire will be fine. With her singles history, Alba Fire will be fine. As long as they book her like the singles star that she's been before, she'll be fine. Let's see. Oh, and some other news. So Natalya has been booked for a match at NWA's Crockett Cup. I believe specifically the Crockett Cup show. I mean, she won't be in the tournament, but that is very interesting. Natalya, yeah, May 17th. Crockett Cup. Check it out, y'all. Yeah. May 17th. Natalya will be in action. And the Crockett Cup this year will be at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You know, I've been to 2 Crockett Cup tournaments before. Of course, one was in Concord and one was in Winston-Salem. So, yeah. But yeah. Congrats on the opportunity for Natalya to compete in the NWA. But no, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. But you know what? That's not all. That's not all that Natalya will be doing. Oh, we're not done. Because she is also booked for Josh Barnett's Bloodsport in Vegas on April 17th. And it looks like she'll be going by the name Natty Neidhart. You know, which we all know. Natty Neidhart, Natalia, same person. And if you ask me, I'm willing to bet money she's probably going to end up going against Miyu Yamashita, which she has trained, excuse me, she's trained with Miyu Yamashita before. So something tells me she's probably going to have a match at Bloodsport with Miyu Yamashita. So, but yeah, so, hey, I think that's pretty cool that Natalia's getting these opportunities. One for Bloodsport and one for the NWA at the Crockett Cup. Hey, that's cool. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. And kudos to WWE, you know, for allowing her to partake, you know? I think that's really cool. I can always dig when folks get opportunities and whatnot. So, let's see. And then, oh yeah, they also announced that they're going to drop the WWE 2K25 DLC roster tomorrow. So, they're going to reveal that as part of the season pass for this entry into the game. So, it'll be interesting to see who makes the cut for DLC. But should be good. Should be really good. Looking forward to it. Okay. Let's see. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. With that being said, let's finish up strong with New Japan Pro Wrestling. The 53rd anniversary is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. New Japan Pro Wrestling 53rd anniversary will be actually tomorrow, so Thursday, 4:30 a.m. This will be at the Ota Ward General Gymnasium in Tokyo, Japan. But yeah, 53-year anniversary for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Can you believe it? Can you feel it? That's incredible. So, let's go ahead and let's do a preview. Let's preview the card. See what we got here. Alright, let's get started, shall we? Okay, first up, we got ourselves an open challenge for the NJPW World Television Championship, currently held by El Phantasmo. It's going to be holding an open challenge. Who's going to step up? Have no idea. But I think regardless of who steps up, I think El Phantasmo will retain the TV title. So, it'll be interesting to see who steps up. Damien says, do you think we will ever get Owen Hart in WWE 2K and in the Hall of Fame now with Triple H and Rock taking over? Him being in 2K, I mean, shoot, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And honestly, the Hall of Fame, I mean, you know about what happened. You know about what happened. So, I mean, talk to his wife. That's all I can say. Talk to his wife about that. They're gonna have to talk to his wife about that. That's all I can say. Good luck on that happening. I don't see it. I don't see it. With the type of resentment that she has, I don't see it. I don't see it. I hope I'm wrong, but you know, it's not too late, but in all honesty, you can't really be surprised. You can't really be surprised if it doesn't happen. You can't be surprised if it doesn't happen. I'm just saying. Excuse me. Okay, but yeah. El Phantasmo, open challenge for the TV title. I believe he is going to retain. Okay. Let's go to our next match. Okay, so for this one, we have TMDK versus Bullet Club. We got TMDK's Hartley Jackson and Ryohei Oiwa taking on Bullet Club's Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale. Dang, I feel like I haven't seen Bad Luck Fale in a long while. Yeah, I haven't seen him compete in a long while. Should be an interesting match. I mean, both teams similar size. You know, Hartley Jackson's a big dude, just like Bad Luck Fale. But I'm gonna go with TMDK to win this match. But this could probably go either way. But I'll be rooting for TMDK. Glenn says, only way they accept a berth in the WWE Hall of Fame is if some disaster happens and someone needs money very badly. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, Glenn? What does that have to do with anything? Wow, Bad Luck Fale really changed his look. I think the last time I really saw him was when they kicked out the Elite. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing New Japan Tamashi. He's been doing that. So you know, it's been active here and there, just been part of the Tamashi tours. But yeah, I'm going TMDK to win. Alrighty. Let's go to the next match. How about some trios action? Okay. So, trios action. We got just 4 guys versus the War Dogs. So, just 4 guys made up of TAKA Michinoku, Yuya Uemura, and Taichi to take on War Dogs of Gedo, Taiji Ishimori, and SANADA. This one's tough, because I could see either Taichi, or not Taichi, Taka Michinoku or Gedo take the pin or submission. Oh, man. Let's give just 4 guys some love. I'm gonna pick just 4 guys to win this match. Glenn says, the guy asked if you thought Owen Hart would get in the Hall of Fame, WWE Hall of Fame, only if the wife or something really needs money, is what I'm saying. And see, that's the thing. Like, I don't even think money would be enough, Glenn. Like, she has that much resentment. Like, you gotta remember what happened. You gotta remember what happened. Cause think about it. If that wasn't the case, he would have been in the Hall of Fame long before now. I'm just saying. I don't think it has anything to do with money. But yeah, I'm going just 4 guys. I'm going just 4 guys to pick up the victory. Which, you know, I could be wrong, but I think they need a little love. I think they need a little love. That's all I can really say. Okay, next up, let's see. Oh, this ought to be really interesting, but I think I know who I'm going to go with. So, here we go. Okay, tag team action. We got the War Dogs of Gabe Kidd and Drilla Moloney taking on House of Torture's Ren Narita and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Yeah, to be honest, and shout out to Clark Connors. He recently went up against Swerve on AEW. I thought that was interesting. But I'm going to go with War Dogs to pick up the victory in this tag match. I just think with the run Gabe Kidd has been on and just the spotlight he's been getting, I think they're going to continue to build up Gabe Kidd. So, yeah, I'm going to go War Dogs, Drill Moloney, Gabe Kidd to win this tag match. All right, let's go to the next match. And, ooh, this one's pretty loaded. Check it out. Okay, we got ourselves LIJ versus House of Torture in an 8-man tag. LIJ's Yota Tsuji, Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu Takahashi taking on House of Torture's Evil, Yujiro Takahashi, Sho, and Dick Togo. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This match looks pretty one-sided. Gonna have to go LIJ to win this match. Yeah, gonna have to go LIJ to win this match. Glenn says, my question is, what do you think of this stuff going on with Megaton and now Ishikawa and Marigold? Not really feeling it. The whole alternate character from Nao Ishikawa, just, I wasn't feeling it. I mean, that first match that they had against each other was just, it was not good. It was not good. I'm already not a fan of Megaton, so yeah, it's very blah. Very blah. Okay, LIJ is my pick to win. Okay. How about some more title matches? Now this one, I think will be a lot of fun. Check this one out. Alrighty, we got the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line. As the champion, El Desperado will defend against Francesco Akira. Looking very forward to this match. I like both of these guys. I enjoy their styles, and I think this will be a really entertaining match. And I hope these two get plenty of time, because I really feel like these two could really put on an excellent match together. So I'm actually looking really forward to this match. And I think Akira will put up a really good fight. And I definitely could see him as IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, but just not this time. I'm picking El Desperado to retain. Yeah, I'm picking El Desperado to retain, but I would not be mad if Francesco Akira won. I'd be down. I'd totally be down. Shoot, why not? Why not? But yeah, I think El Desperado's going to win and retain. But I do hope that at some point when he is cleared and ready to return, I would love to see Doki get the title back. Which I will also mention, Doki's Wrestle Kingdom 19 entrance was my favorite entrance out of the whole Wrestle Kingdom show. I loved Doki's entrance, and I love his entrance theme. His entrance theme rocks. But yeah. Can't wait for Doki to return, and when he does, I hope he does get the title back. And besides, I want to see a more legit match in the future between El Desperado and Doki, since we didn't get it at Wrestle Kingdom due to the unfortunate Doki injury. But for this match, picking Despy to win and retain. And then we got the main event. The main event of the 53rd anniversary of New Japan Pro Wrestling. As Hiroki Goto will make his official first defense of the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Mr. Ace President Hiroshi Tanahashi. Goto's first title defense. And this is a pretty big one. Pretty big one on the anniversary show. Should be a great match. But I'm going Hiroki Goto to retain. You know, Tanahashi does not need this title. So I'm going Hiroki Goto to retain. And you know, it seems like a lot of folks are gunning for Hiroki Goto. I mean, heck, on the two U.S. shows, Windy City Riot and Resurgence, the title's going to be on the line. It's going to be defended. So it'll be interesting to see who he'll defend the title against at those two particular shows, assuming that he's champion for both shows. And then, as mentioned earlier, Katsuyori Shibata wants to face him at Forbidden Door in London for the title, and I think that would be awesome. I would love to see that. Those two have a lot of history. So I just hope Goto has a good, memorable run. I'm not saying he's got to have the title and make it to the end of the year with the title, but I hope that he gets in a good handful of successful defenses and has a good run. That's really what I want to see for Hiroki Goto, because he's deserved this for a long time, and he finally has the title. Let's really see what IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Hiroki Goto can really do on a title run like this. But yeah, I'm going Hiroki Goto to retain. So yeah, I mean, I really don't see any title changes happening on this show. But like I said, I would not be mad if Francesco Akira dethroned El Desperado. But I don't think it's going to happen. But, you know, pretty decent card. Pretty decent card for the 53rd anniversary. And, yeah. And, you know, this week alone is a pretty loaded week, ladies and gentlemen. Because you got the New Japan 53rd anniversary. And then right afterwards, you got the start of the New Japan Cup. So you got that. And the day after, you got the start of the Stardom Cinderella Tournament. And then, heck, Sunday you got AEW Revolution. So, just this week alone, it's a lot to look forward to. And Oh. Oh, hold up. Speaking of TJPW, apparently they just announced one of the TJPW live in Las Vegas. Ooh, check it out, y'all. Check it out. Miyu Watanabe versus Masha Slamovich in Vegas. Okay. Wow, Miyu Watanabe is going to really be busy. Man, she's going to be really busy because she's got Willow Nightingale at Grand Princess, and now she's got Masha at TJPW Live in Vegas. She's got Maya World at the Pandemonium Pro Show. Dang, Miyu Watanabe gonna be busy. That's what's up. Yeah, she's gonna be busy. But hey, you know, Miyu Watanabe, a former Princess of Princess champion, and also a Grand Slam champion. So yeah, I really like how they're utilizing her. Indeed, indeed. So yeah, good to see her continuously getting booked, and even, you know, on the U.S. trip, she's going to be busy as well. So happy for Miyu Watanabe getting these opportunities. And even though I won't be at the TJPW Live in Las Vegas show, I will be at the TJPW versus DDT versus GCW collab show, and she's going to be booked for that show as well, so it's all good. Glenn says Miyu might be the busy one this WrestleMania weekend. I remember when Matt Riddle seemed to wrestle everywhere at the same time a few years ago. Yeah, because, I mean, and see, she could also get booked for the Spark Joshi show, because she's competed at a Spark Joshi show in the past. And, you know, WrestleMania weekend, there are a lot of promotions in town. So, hey, I mean, that's already 3 shows right there that she's booked for. And Masha, because remember, she's booked for the Marvelous show, and now she's booked for this TJPW Live in Vegas show, and I believe she's also she might get booked for Bloodsport as well as other GCW shows. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to definitely be interesting. Also, some more talent got booked for the Marvelous show in Vegas that I will also be attending. Check it out. Finally, I'm going to get to see Takumi Iroha live. I've been wanting to see Takumi live for a long time, and now I'm finally going to get a chance to at this Marvelous show in Vegas. I've never been to a Marvelous show. I didn't get a chance to go to one in Japan, so I definitely had to jump on this one. So I'm looking very forward to seeing Takumi Iroha and hopefully meeting her live as well. So I'm happy about that. Oh, but we're not done. Because guess who also got booked for Marvelous? Rina Yamashita will be back at WrestleMania weekend and on the Marvelous show. I got a chance to meet Rina Yamashita last year through GCW The Collective. She was really cool. She was really cool to meet. And I also got to see her in Japan as well. So, yeah. Will be good to see Rina Yamashita again. So, definitely excited for that. So, with that being said, with this Marvelous show, so far, so that means we got Rina Yamashita, Takumi Aroha, Ai Hozan, Unagi Sayaka, Queen Aminata, Masha Slamovich. I think that's everybody so far confirmed for the Marvelous show. And I'm pretty sure we're still going to get Magenta. I think we'll still get Magenta. So, unfortunately, we won't get Mio Momono because remember she got injured. So, Glenn says, awesome on Aroha. MLW is starting to promote their next Battle Riot in April. I did hear about that. As a matter of fact, I think there are a number of names confirmed for that. Because I think Templario, I think Shoko Nakajima is going to be competing. I think. Of course, Matt Riddle. They got Kushida, Brock Anderson, Okumura. Yeah, there are a couple of names. Paul London. I've met Paul London. He's really cool. So, thought that was pretty cool. There it is. That's right. Shoko Nakajima gets a shot at the featherweight title against Delmi Exo. That ought to be really good. That's what's up. So yeah, they've been racking up some talent. Satoshi Kojima, which I've met him as well. So yeah, they've got a number of talent lined up for Battle Riot 7, April 5th in Los Angeles. Donovan Dijak. Oh yeah, nice. He's confirmed. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh yeah, they added Joe Hendry to WrestleCon, which I met him at WrestleCade. But yeah, they added Joe Hendry. They added Kevin Nash, Elijah, Raj Desi, Sabu, Rob Van Dam. They even added Julia Hart, Mickey James, Mandy Sachs, Ashley Sabera. But yeah, I'm just waiting patiently to see when they finally announce the talent from Stardom that'll be making the trip. And also Spark Joshi, who's going to compete at Spark Joshi. And my guess is some of the Stardom talent will compete at that show, especially since Spark Joshi had announced theirs and one of the Stardom shows as a combo. So we'll see how that goes. But I'll definitely be keeping an eye out. Definitely will be keeping an eye out because I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for April. April can't come quick enough. But to be fair, there is a lot to be excited about for this month, for the month of March. Still plenty to be excited about. Anyways, yeah. That's pretty much, I think that's pretty much it for tonight. Let's see. Glenn says, so far I'm rooting for Brock Anderson in Battle Riot 7, but MLW just hasn't been the same since Hammerstone left. It'll be interesting to see, because honestly, Brock, I don't think has really broken out yet. I mean, I know he's the son of Arn Anderson, but he hasn't really broken out yet. So, hopefully he will. Hopefully he will. John Elite, what's up? Is Cena's heel turn on the same level as Hogan back in the day? No. No way. Not even close. Not even close. You got to remember what Hogan's turn led to versus what this with Cena, who's in his retirement year. Bro, no, there's no comparison. Definitely ain't on the same level. The Hogan turn to NWO, it's like quadruple this Cena heel turn. It doesn't even compare. Yeah, no. Is Battle Riot basically MLW's Royal Rumble? As far as I know, like I haven't watched a lot of MLW. I've been to like one show, but I haven't watched a lot of MLW. But I think Battle Riot is just one of their big shows. I think it's just one of their big shows. Like, I don't know if somebody that watches MLW in the chat knows a lot more. Let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, I think it's just the name of one of their big shows. But you know, I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't consistently follow MLW like that. But if MLW is ever in my area, I'll definitely attend. You know? I'll definitely attend. Cena turning was a great moment, but Hogan's turn changed wrestling. Facts. And that's a one of the big differences. Big difference. Oh, okay. So there you go, John Elite. Glenn pretty much confirmed it. Battle Riot is MLW's version of Royal Rumble. Only wrestlers can be pinned or submitted. Oh, there you go. Glenn's got you covered, John Elite. Says Iyo winning the title was a shocker last night. I thought Rhea was going to retain. Honestly, my whole feeling with that, I don't think the match should have happened in the first place, especially right after Elimination Chamber. But, I mean, it was a nice gesture of Rhea, you know, offering this title shot. But, you know, Rhea hasn't had a lot of solo success against Iyo, so yeah. But it is what it is. Like I said before, I'm just at least happy that Iyo finally won a singles title in the WWE in a singles match instead of a triple threat in a lame brain cash in. But yeah, not what I was hoping for, because she didn't really earn that title shot, but it is what it is. I mean, what's happened has happened. I just hope that it stays a singles match at WrestleMania between her and Bianca, but it probably won't. With the way it's looking like things are going, it probably will end up being a triple threat, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. Most of the Battle Riot matches are on YouTube, I think, if you want to watch them. Yeah, I definitely have seen, you know, a little bit of MLW on YouTube as well. So I'm at least a little familiar with. I am subscribed to the channel as well. So at least there's that. And of course, NXT Roadblock next week. So like I said, this month is loaded with all sorts of of pro wrestling content. So yeah, y'all get ready to feast. Y'all get ready to feast. And like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited about April. I'm just looking forward to when they start announcing Stardom talent and continue to build the cards for the other shows. Because so far, mostly for the other shows, they've just been, some of them they're announcing talent, others they're, announcing matchups. But I hope they go in on like Marvelous and Stardom and Spark Joshi and the others. So we'll see. We shall see. But is there anything else that I'm missing before I? Oh yeah, that's right. Shawn Spears is the new NXT North American champ. Meh. I don't know. Just Shawn Spears just hasn't been the same for me. I used to like him a long time ago when he was Ty Dillinger, but after the whole Perfect 10 thing went away, he just, I don't know. He doesn't really do it for me. But hey, congratulations to him on becoming the new NXT North American champion, I guess. So but yeah. Yes, Glenn. Yes. MLP or MLW or MLP. Maple Leaf Wrestling, Maple Leaf Pro. Is having a women's tournament in May. Yes, they are going to be crowning. Here, let me pull it up right quick. So they got the doubleheader on May 14th and 15th. But yeah, the first ever MLP Women's Canadian Champion 8-woman tournament, which will start at MLP Mayhem to decide it. So they're going to have the matches. So they're going to have the quarterfinal matches in on night 1 of Mayhem on March 14th. And then the semifinals will be on Mayhem night 2, March 15th. And then the finals will actually not be until May 11th. Dang, that's kind of way out there. That's kind of way out there. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of a big gap. But that's when the finals is going to be. Interesting. John Elite says, did Spears win any titles in AEW? No. He did not. The most that he did in AEW was being the chairman of AEW. But nah, he did not win any titles. But, okay. It'll be interesting to see who they will get to compete in this tournament. But yeah. So, looking forward to that. But yeah, I checked out the first doubleheader of MLP. It was good. It was definitely good. Glenn said AEW Revolution is next week too, I think. It's this Sunday. It's this coming Sunday, March 9th. So yeah, that's coming up. Coming up this Sunday. John Leach says, oh yes, you also have WWE Evolve starting tomorrow. Yes, Wednesday on Tubi. On Tubi. So, yeah, that ought to be interesting. Oh yeah, that's right. I believe Homicide is announcing his retirement. If I remember correctly, I think Homicide is retiring as well. Yeah. March 20th, Homicide to have his retirement match. So yeah, Homicide is retiring. Oh man. Dang, that's another one. Although, let's keep it real. Homicide's been wrestling for a long time. Long time. But yeah, dang, we got a lot of people retiring within this year going into the next year. Dang. Evolve will also be on YouTube internationally. Oh, that's good. That's good as well. Glenn says, Homicide is retiring. He will be missed. Absolutely. Well, yeah, he's been wrestling for a long time. But yeah, his final match will be March 20th in New York through Outlaw Wrestling. Interesting. But yeah, that's what's up. But well, hopefully everybody can finish strong. I know Meiko Satomura has really been going in on her matches. She's been getting booked on all sorts of different matches, so she's making her retirement tour count. But nah, that's good. That's good. But you know, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this month pans out. And like I said, got a lot of pro wrestling to look forward to this month. So get ready for it. Get ready. But anyway, I think that'll do it for tonight. Like I said, sorry I had to step away for a moment and do a separate stream. But for those that missed part one should hopefully be up, so definitely check that out. But yeah, overall, for those that catch the archive of this, let me know your thoughts. First off, your Cinderella tournament picks. How do you feel about the whole storyline with Saya Kamitani and Tam Nakano? How do y'all feel about Iyo Sky dethroning Rhea Ripley on the Monday Night Raw after Chamber? How do y'all feel about Sayori Namba graduating for TJPW and going to be moving to Canada to potentially become a Japanese language teacher? Interesting decision. And also let me know y'all's thoughts and predictions on the New Japan Pro Wrestling 53rd Anniversary show. Let me know your thoughts there. And yeah, Crockett Cup May 17th. Yep. NWA goodness. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts. And don't forget to like, follow, comment, subscribe, all of the above. And hope y'all enjoyed tonight's live streams and festivities and all that jazz. thank y'all so much for watching. But yeah, for another live pro wrestling talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. My name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their enjoys the rest of their evening and has a blessed day tomorrow. And I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace and later.